Okay, now in this part of the video, I'll show you how you can do transformation using rotate. So as usual, as you place your mouse, it will tell you what to do on this side. So looking at rotate, it says select the object to rotate. You need a center point to rotate, and you also need angle. So you need to know your angle. Remember, in rotation, there's something you also need to know. Are you turning anti-clockwise in this direction, or are you turning clockwise in this direction? So we'll know that as we start our object. So let's pick an object. Let me pick from a polygon. Let's just do something. Let me make a triangle as well. Just a simple object. Okay. So let me also remove the labels. I don't need them, especially the sides label. So let's remove them. All right. Now, how do you rotate this object? Now you are teaching rotation in your classroom under transformation. How do you rotate this? Make it dynamic for your students. So let's start by creating a slider. So this slider, let me call it rotate. Let's call it rotate. So that is the name of this slider. Okay. Then remember, in rotation, you are rotating with an angle, not with a number. So click on angle. Then you are rotating it with increment of 1. So you are turning it 360 degrees. That is the maximum rotation you can get. Then the minimum rotation is 0 degrees. You can actually change it if you like. You can change the value depending on the rotation you want to achieve. But I need 0 to 360. I need it to increase by 1. You can actually change the increment value. It depends on you. But I want it to be 1. So that is all. It's okay. So the name of this rotation value now, the system just gave us a default. Okay, we can take the default, or I can actually come to this place. Let me rename it. I want it to be called rotate, not alpha. I want it to be rotate. Let me see if the system will also take it. Yes, I want it to be rotate because this is what I want to use to rotate this object. So you see nothing is happening because I've not done my activation of the rotation transformation. Now let's go to this place. See rotates around the point. So I've not created my point. Don't forget, always read what is showing here as you place your mouse. You see select object to rotate, enter center point. So this object we want to rotate, where is it rotating about? Is it rotating about the origin or whatever? So let's create our point. Let's take our point. So let's place the point anywhere. We can always position it where we want. So you can drag it and put it at the origin, put it anywhere. So let me leave it at the origin for now. So now let's rotate this object. As you click, rotate, select the object, center point. I've selected the object, center point is D, click on it. So it has given us a value. So this place is now my scale factor. Still, this is my slider value I'm going to put here. So what is the name of my slider? Is rotate. Just type rotate. Make sure you spell it well. Then these two are very important. How do you want your object to rotate? Is it a clockwise rotation or anti-clockwise? It now depends on you. So let me select clockwise. All right, so depending on the rotation you are teaching your student in your class. So now the object has been rotated. You can see the A and the B. You see they have changed from B to B prime, C to C prime. So as you move this slider, this object will start rotating. Let's move it and see. So you can see. So remember, we said rotate clockwise and do it to this origin. So it's rotating about this point D. Let me turn it to 90 degrees and see where it will stop. See, I've rotated it at 90 degrees and see where it is. So when you are teaching your children transformation or rotation, you can actually use these GeoGebra tools for them to understand the rotation and for them to know where A will be transformed to, where B will be transformed to, and C. You are the teacher, you know your objective, you can make your work easy by using this, and your children will understand you easily. So if you don't want, if the point is not at the origin, you can change it to wherever the point is. You can position it anywhere. That means as you rotate this object, as you move this slider, this object will be rotated about this center point. So that is that. So you can see it when you get to 360, you return back to the origin. You see rotation. This I'm now going backward, just like anti-clockwise, clockwise, anti-clockwise. So that is the beauty of Geogebra in your classroom. So that is actually all for rotation. It can never be difficult than this. Just know your point of rotation, and that is that. You are good to go. So if your object is not here, you can click and move it. See, as I'm moving it, the translated value, the transformation value is also moving with it. See, but remember, everything is turning about this point. So if I move the object here, that means this object will turn about this point D here. So you can see it. You can actually do so many things. Watch your mathematics the way it moves in your class, understand it, and your children follow with you, ask their question, and that way you will be relieved of some stress as you ask your question. You can see 90 degrees rotation, BC, BC, 90 degrees. It's another beauty in GeoGebra. So that is all for this video. Thank you for watching this video. Do have a nice day.